Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Relix, and today we're continuing our Kingdoms of Amalur very hard Ironman run. Alright, so if you guys remember where we left off, we're at the Foe's Hearth. We just talked to Sidon, and we cleared out the areas here. We went to the we killed the what were they called? The not the Eyes of Tirnoch, the sentries. The sentries. 3 sentry locations throughout Klurikon here, and now we are able to press forward. We are going to go to this island here and see Ventrinio, the gnome who we worked with in the past, in our past life before we died. I know, first of all, so I'll just get out of the way real quick. I know I haven't been really up to date with the whole Amalur file. I have been, I was sick, so I skipped out on certain days. I know I didn't post this past Friday. My apologies. I am probably going to limit to 1 day a week, and it's going to be shorter. I'm not sure. We are near the end of this file, of course, as far as the game itself. But as far as what we're doing, we're still going to do the DLC at the end. So, I want to get there. And I don't want to bore you guys, and I don't want to bore myself either. Especially since we are pretty strong, right? If you guys have been watching with us, we are pretty strong. I mean, if you look on this side of the map, we've gone to so many locations. We've done so many quests already along the way that I am very powerful. I am level 27 at this point. I am honestly really powerful. I could get stronger too. If I did sage crafting, I could get stronger. Just to recap, I have like this hood that gives 30% extra damage. These things give extra finesse abilities, and if I get a 4th item set for it, I get extra percent damage with bows, which I did change from warrior to straight up finesse. I am really powerful when using my bows because I have daggers now, but my bow is what I'm using the most, and they are really strong if we use the scatter shot ability, in tandem with it. So I don't deny that even I'm starting to get a little complacent about this file, but we are going to move on. So what we are going to do is we're going to fast travel to the Alfar camp here. Actually, I should have checked my inventory and see if we needed to sell. We're good for now. So we're here at this Alfar camp. We're not going to do the quest here, but I may do one quest here on this side of the Caeled Coast. But we'll see. So from here, we're probably just going to do all of this, right? Do the entire Caeled Coast, make our way into Alabastra, and we'll probably do a couple quests here. We'll see. We'll see where we are at that point. Yeah, as far as videos are concerned, I may drop it down to 1 hour videos. We will see. That may help me put out more content. It may not. I'm not sure. I do apologize, but with hockey around the corner, the NHL playoffs around the corner, I definitely want to try and get more hockey stuff out, during this time. So we'll see where that brings us to. So again, zealots and their threshes. We are going to find a lot of zealots here in Klurikon, not to mention we are strong, so the game is going to try and give us all the strongest possible enemies. As you guys can see, we take care of these guys no problem. And he's charging my scatter shot. He's almost dead in 1 shot. My criticals will do the rest for me. And so, if you guys have been with us, you guys have seen that I am very strong. I'm getting stronger, and it may get a little boring. I won't deny that. With great power, you start to, not have as much fun. However, if you're incredibly strong to the point where you can practically kill all enemies instant kill, then it's kind of like you are having fun, but I'm not at that stage. So it's kind of in the between, where the point is I'm not having as much fun as I wish I could be, but still okay. Either way, I still love this game, and I'm still enjoying it regardless. I just hope you guys aren't feeling, bored. from watching me do these files now that we're so strong. So we'll continue south here along the main road here, and we'll go to the Caeled Coast, where we will find the entry or the pathway to Ventrinio's tower. Athene's wisdom, even extra. Oh, look, 2 threshes. Let's just do this. I have actually never seen 2 threshes here at the same time. That's actually kind of interesting. So as you guys can, we almost one-shot that guy. Ooh. So we get 2 threshes for our reckoning. That's good EXP. Look at that, 9.4k EXP just from these guys. That's crazy. And a few Essence of Fate as well. Wow. Yeah, I've never seen 2 threshes here at the same time. That's kind of different. If you didn't have reckoning, it might actually be a kind of a challenge. If you don't have the right weapons, that is. Obviously, the way I'm built, we wouldn't have any problems. Okay. So this is Odie's camp. This is, I believe, Captain or Sergeant Odie here. He's a soldier. He doesn't have a quest, but this guy does over here. He's a merchant. Let's see if he has anything worth
Hail, adventurer. I am Bruin the Bard, spinner of stories, seeker of adventure. Allow me to welcome you to the Caeled Coast, haven to the wise and wicked. These brave soldiers, the finest of the Alfar armies. They escorted me all the way from Melsenshir to these verdant lands. Alas, our journey together has come to an end. But there is still adventure to be had, so join me. If not, then I bid you fair warning. Your journey shall be far less exciting without this storyteller at hand.
Join you?
Ah, yes. It has been nearly a decade since I have told tales for an audience, and I seek to reclaim that trade. These soldiers have been of no help. Fight, fight, fight. That's all they think about. So please, let me regale you with tales of the Caeled Coast. I will make sure your time is well spent, and there may even be a twist at the end.
What do you do?
A wise question, and a fair one. As Bard of the Gastyr court, I know all the tales of the Caeled Coast, of how this great land rose and fell, and became what it is now. Allow me the pleasure of your company, and I will lead you through these luxuriant lands, spinning stories of times long since past.
Sure, I'd like to hear your stories.
I had a good feeling about you. Someone who cherishes a good story. Let us proceed. The first stop on our tour begins across the bridge behind me. Alas, there is one small problem. That area is favored by our enemies. If you can clear the area of them, I will follow and join you.
Alright, so might as well do this quest. I've only done this quest a handful of times, so I'm not even really familiar with what even happens, because it's been a long time, years since I've ever did it. So let's see what he has. Let's see, a bow. So this bow is stronger. It does actually does a lot of fire damage. As you guys can see on the left side of the screen, it does 20% extra fire damage. That's actually pretty good. So yeah, we'll take it. New bow. Alright. In fact, the fire bow will be stronger than using the poison bow, because most of the enemies here are Fae and they're weak to fire. Using the Nature's Kiss bow will probably be good later against Tuatha if we want to really use it still. Some warrior things. Yeah, we don't need any of this stuff here. What's this one? Gold drop. We don't need gold drop. +2 to finesse abilities. If I didn't already have the +2 finesse abilities for my equipment, I would actually use this. I'll take it anyways. I have the money. Why not? And lockpicks. So we'll sell our junk here. Not that we had much junk. Yeah, we could sell all these other things too. We don't need any of this now. These daggers I have would be nice if I could get some sage crafting, but as of right now, it's kind of useless to us, so I'll hold on to it still. We're probably not going to end up needing it. It's like we have all these. I have all these rings on me. I don't even need all of them anymore. Oh, it's funny. Some of them I should just put into my stash somewhere. And alongside with all the money I already have, I still have like all these alchemy materials and things that I could just put away or sell. All the blacksmithing stuff. I only collected it for the money, but as you guys can see, we don't even need to sell it anymore. And they don't take spots in my inventory either, so.
Goodbye.
Alright, so I'm going to mark his quest as the quest to do on the map. However, I'm actually going to head this way as well. There is one more quest over here I want to do. And I've only done it one other time as far as I can remember, and it was my last file that I did recently. Nothing there. Right. So, Olaf the Hunter.
A fledgling hunter by the looks of it. What's someone so soft doing in the Caeled Coast? Don't you know this is Bolgan country? Those red devils are really digging in. I've slain many on my hunt for Chernobog.
Chernobog?
The oldest and mightiest of the living Bolgan. He led the armies of Gadflo to victory over the houses of Ancilla and Gastyr. Chernobog may be ancient and marred by war, but don't let that fool you. He is as strong as ever.
And who are you?
The scars don't give me away. Ha! You're probably the first person in recorded history not to recognize the mighty Olaf the Hunter. Usually my reputation precedes me. As for why I am here in this muggy puddle of piss, I intend to conquer Chernobog, the mighty Bolgan, and win his eye as my trophy. But first he must be summoned, for he won't just face any foe, you know. Only those he deems worthy to smite with his blade.
I'd like to challenge him.
You're certainly welcome to try, but I'm afraid he'll be much too dead by the time I finish with him. Besides, you still have the offering to consider. Chernobog will only battle those who can prove their ferocity. It is his way of swatting away the flies who don't offer enough of a thrill for his fiery blood. If you can collect the eyes of 10 Bolgans, then you are clearly a warrior who deserves a reckoning. Set the eyes upon Chernobog's war lanterns and the beast will emerge.
Alright.
Goodbye.
So, that's that. Yeah, he doesn't have anything for us. Okay, cool. So, the reason I went to get his quest real quick is because along the way, in this entire area here, we will be fighting Bolgan, and as we do the Bard's quest, we can also do his quest and collect the Bolgan eyeballs. As you guys will see, is an item. So, allow me to cross this bridge like that Bard asked me to do, and we will fight some Bolgan. These guys. Big belly guys. I should have got a little closer. Oh, you know what? I don't even need this one. There we go. So now I can do fire damage. Easy. So there you go. Bolgan eyeball. Bolgans cut out one of their eyes in a barbaric ceremony. This is the remaining eye of one unfortunate Bolgan. So if you guys look close, I don't think they can really see. Yeah, you can't really see when they're dead because they're dead. Their eyes closed. But
Hello.
they do have
Excellent
one eye.
work. You are clearly much more proficient in the ways of war than most visitors of the Caeled Coast, even the soldiers.
Tell me a story.
It would be my great pleasure. Picture it. 10 years ago, the rising sun, a lingering fog. Somewhere in the forest are screams, the cries of battle. Then silence. It happened here upon this site. The ambush of Gorn Akri. It is here on this spot where the Bolgan drew first blood, killing Lord Aaron Gastyr, his son, and their squires during their morning ride. Let us move on, shall we? And if you don't mind, there are more beasts to attend to ahead.
Alright, what's next?
The Bolgan have infested the entire area around Castle Gastyr, my old home. Destroy them, and I will relate the tale of the first Lord of Gastyr himself.
Very well.
Goodbye.
There's also lore stones around here. Might as well.
The Tuatha have brought war to the Winter Fae. They bring us all into this conflict and turn the Court of Winter into some engine of war. But the House of Sorrows would not join. They resisted. They were the sole embodiment of all winter, all that was great and unique about our people. It could not be so easily discarded.
Alright, so we'll head this way now. I'm actually surprised there's not more enemies kind of just roaming around. This way? Yeah, it's this way. Because then we gotta go up those staircases ahead of us. So, since all the Bolgan are facing the same direction, and in fact there's someone coming behind us, bar guess in Bolgan's. If I had my reckoning, I'd reckon, but I don't have to. Since they're all facing this way, I could actually just assassinate them instead of having to use my bows. So make it a little bit faster. And it's nice too, because you guys don't get to see me do too much assassination, so it's nice to stealth our way through sometimes. I can't assassinate this one. There we go. Also shows, you know, the other parts of the game that we don't really experience too much. Stealth and assassination. It's not very often that I get to show it off. So while the bard's making his way over here, we can just look around for some loot. Again, I have Prismere daggers, but that doesn't mean I can't get a new set of daggers that will just be stronger. Or a bow, you know, or anything for that matter.
Hello, you have done it. You have rid the gates of the Bolgan. As promised, I have another tale to be told.
Tell me about Gastyr. Oh, oops.
The very first Aaron Gastyr arrived here generations ago from Melsenshir, before the final tower was raised. When the great giants of Klurikon were but saplings, on that very first morning of his arrival, while the sun ascended the sky, Gastyr scaled the heights and saw below him the great keep of the merchant Ancilla. Gastyr could not bear such an intrusion on his new ancestral homeland, and swore an oath. By right of mine, and sword in hand, I will not forsake our native land. Now that you've seen Castle Gastyr, we should move on to the final stop on our journey.
And where is the final stop?
The last thing I want to show you is near the coast, on the cliffs overlooking the sea. It's the best story yet. But again, it must be freed of Bolgan. Goodbye.
Very well. So we'll keep on heading west. Barguess over there. So yeah, we'll just keep on this road here. Another lore stone and more Bolgan, which we can assassinate. And add more eyes to our collection for the other quest. So we just need a few more.
Through the woods and mountainside, through the hollows and green meadow, through the summer, winter, day and night, through the hallowed halls of seasons and song, through the vengeance, pride and sorrow, echo the footfalls of the greaves of the Fae Hunter.
Hello. There, you've cleansed this place of the Bolgan. I shall tell you the last tale, the best of the lot. Believe me, these cliffs were made for my story.
What happened on these cliffs?
I've told the tale of the first Aaron Gastyr, he who discovered these lands. And I've told the tale of his descendant, the last Aaron Gastyr, he who lost these lands. My final tale is that this last lord took a young mistress to his bed. A servant named Wilda Brandon. They had a child he refused to claim as his own. To assuage his guilt, he wrote a royal letter in which he decreed to her and the child great wealth. But rather than take that letter, she took her own life. Yes, that woman was my mother. Hear me, friend. I do not have much, but I will offer you all that I have to find me that letter. The letter that broke my mother's heart.
And what will you do with it?
I will read it, and I will finally know if what my mother told me was true. Then I will destroy it. I want nothing to do with the Gastyrs. My mother never wanted his kingdom. She only wanted his love. That letter has haunted me for 10 years. I will now be rid of it. Of him.
Well, friends help each other.
Friends? Yes. I suppose we are friends. I'm not sure where to look for Father's letter. Father. Strange to call him that. I would think he'd keep it near, lest such revelations be discovered. The castle. That would make some sense, wouldn't it? I'll be back at camp. Be careful. I would feel terrible if anything happened to you.
So I feel like this is one of those times where this guy should have just followed me inside and I have to protect him while we look for the letter. But,
Goodbye.
you know. Now we have to head inside to Castle Gastyr and, you know, find that letter. Obviously, with the help of our mini-map, we will be able to find it no problem. But it's one of those quests that, you know, he should be with us. It's his castle, after all, pretty much. Just a quick note, I believe this is the castle... No, it's not this castle. It's Castle Ancilla, which is over here, I think. Or is it over here? I think it's over here. The Castle Ancilla over here. We actually get it. We could own it if we put in the effort for the quest. Alright. So there's actually someone in here, too. Hello.
After all this time, I'd just assumed Enodon had abandoned me, that there was no justice left in this world. But here before me stands the hero of Melsenshire, in the skin, fresh from the Baelor's bloodying, and it appears my prayers have been answered. Tell me, how much goodwill do you have left, Honored One?
What kind of help?
A Tuatha priest named Rassanon has captured this keep. I am sworn to destroy him, for it was he who deposed House Gastyr and stole their ancestral home. For 10 long years he has lived as a lord, hiding high in the royal quarters where none can reach him. At least, not without help. You see, I am Hilared Gastyr, descendant of Lord Aaron Gastyr and last of my family line. This castle and all within it belong to me.
Isn't that interesting? Because that last guy, Brune the Bard, said that he was the last of the bloodline. What happened here?
My great-great-grandfather built this keep. You can still find the one stone resting where he laid it in the courtyard. We spent 4 generations in these hallowed halls. Then the Bolgan came, followed by their Tuatha masters. They killed everyone, Fae and Alfar alike. Rassanon was the worst of them. He murdered my mother and now sleeps in my family's chambers. With your help, Honored One, my family will find restitution.
Alright. I'll be find justice.
You will be rewarded, my friend. We Gastyrs have long memories of both our friends and our enemies. Come. Rassanon knows I cannot pass through his gauntlet alone, but together we can avenge Castle Gastyr.
She has a thing for Brune the Bard. Let's see what she says about him.
Yes, I remember Brune. He was kind, silly, There weren't many like him in the court. When everyone else was so grim, Brune and his heart never ceased singing. I wonder how he fares now.
So she knows him. Alright.
Hurry.
Well, I'll let her lead the way. Or not. Never mind, she got stuck. I will lead the way. So I must have misread that. In other words, this is her castle and he was actually maybe just a noble. I don't know if I should take these. The writing in this letter suggests a steady artistic hand. Maybe I'll just take them for now. I don't know what they are technically. And we could collect more Bogan eyes in here as well. So all these quests are aligning together nicely. Alright, so we're not stealthing through this one. Let's just shoot them down. Oh my goodness, that was funny. Alright, so now we got 10 eyes for the quest, so that's perfect. Huh. My scatter shot's not taking much effect against this guy. Alright, well, that's okay. That's what we got daggers for. Quite interesting. There's some locked cages here? Yeah, there's a troll in there. I want to fight a troll. Why not? Ooh. Yeah, even trolls are nothing to me now. So that means this one's a troll too, I'm assuming. Yes, it is. And this one's open.
This is harder than I thought.
It's hard for you, not me. I don't need the loot. I'm just gonna pass it. Let's keep going. Some hard guess. This one has no shield, so we're just whacking him to death.
The castle is a wreck.
See, like a tree is built in the middle of here. Since I have daggers, I can actually dodge and attack at an efficient rate, so these guys can't actually touch me really easily. Alright. Keep going this way? Yeah. Okay. Keep going this way. Oh, nope. Not here. But that's okay. Since we're here, might as well. Ugh. As you guys can see, there's nothing good in these chests. Basic loot, things we don't need, just adds more to the pile of junk that we can sell later. Miss Gastyr over there got caught on a wall, so she needs to catch up. So we'll just keep heading deeper. What's this?
It's not far now.
Third charge. Alright. Here we are. There he is. Let's do an honorable fight. Ancient Nianchi. Doesn't look like he, oh, there he goes. I was gonna say, it doesn't look like he puts up the barrier, but that was easier than I thought.
He didn't even seem to remember me. I've given my life to finding and killing Rasanon, and he probably didn't even understand why. But now the quest is ended, here, at home. I want you to have everything of mine as a reward, and to help me forget the many years of tragedy that led me to this end. Now go. I need rest. I deserve rest. Farewell.
Sinister. Look at this stupid staff. Level 6 staff. Here, all the way in Klurikon. So that was actually a very boring fight. I was not expecting that fight to be that boring, but Caress of Bolgan's Bane. Look at the defense on this thing. It's pretty good. This would be a good set item if we were warriors still, but unfortunately we're not. And in here, as you guys can see, loot Lord Gastyr's chest. This will give us the letter and junk. Letter from Lord Aaron Gastyr. Alright, so the Anchi has loot too, so we'll get that in a second. There. And then she goes over there and does push-ups. That's funny. Daggers of Devouring. Chance to steal HP, but it's super weak, so we don't need that. Oh, we can't steal anyways. We can't steal HP. That's one of my handicaps. Which is fine, because we have regen. In the end, I thought about my handicaps, and it definitely should have been the long-term no regeneration. I should have... At first, when I started the file, I thought it would be a little bit harder to do it. But as I've played through, I realized I probably should have made no regen, and I should have been able to steal HP, because regeneration is just too powerful. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I hardly take... Even though I take hits, I'm not dying at all. I looted before I recovered before my next battle. So look, we got the boots for that set. How convenient, right? Still junk because we don't need it. But yeah, I mean, we're not dying at all, so it's, you know, there's no point. So I definitely should have added or changed my handicaps as this run went on. But oh well. Yeah, again, I'm doing this for the DLC. Royal Signet. Useless. Junk. So, you know, I'm doing it for the DLC, not so much as the file itself. So, I do want to see what the DLC has and what's new. I want to know, because first of all, I didn't know it was out for the longest while. Then, when I did find out it was out, I was like, oh, well, kind of want to get into it, so. Alright. So, we could go back over here at Odie's camp. We'll fast travel. Brune will be there waiting for us, as well as the rest of the camp.
What is it? You have gone through much to bring me this, only to watch it destroyed. But it must be done. You understand? This letter proves that I am an heir to Gastyr, and an heir to his heartlessness. He gave my mother everything, when all she wanted was his love. And now, she's gone. You are my friend. You may not agree, but that is what I choose to believe. You have helped me more than anyone has. I will remember you. I hope you will remember me.
Let's see what he has to say about Hilliard.
She may be the only one truly worthy of the Gastyr name, superior to her father in every way. I remember Hill. She and I used to play together in the courtyard. I try not to think of her as a sister. It makes matters all the more confusing.
So, they know each other, but they don't really talk about one another, I guess. Scorching Daggers of Execution. So he gave us this dagger. Unfortunately, it's 2 weeks, so we're just going to get rid of it. We also got Righteous, this great sword, but again, junk, so we don't need that either. So a lot of junk we're getting now. He gave us some potions, so we'll get rid of these, because we don't really need these. Because I don't do ice-based attacks. I don't need the... Yeah, I don't really need these warrior potions, to be honest. So, get rid of that too. Yeah.
Goodbye.
Alright, we also leveled up, so we are now level 28. Let's increase more stealth, I guess. Because what else am I going to increase at this point? So we need one more level, and then we can get the top row of skills. Of course, in one level, we will only be able to increase one of them. So, let's see. What do we want to do? We want to... Okay, so this one needs 1, so I could get Fate for the delayed reaction. And then this one's already set with the +2. So increase... Let's max out Scattershot and Enduring Agony for my Shadow Flare. So now we should be doing maximum damages with both of them. Yeah. Alright. Because if we go to our ability tree, these ones are now maxed out, because you need 2 for each weaponry level. So that's perfect. We have a +2. Scattershot is still level 6, is now level 8. Though still level 5, it's now level 7. So looking good. Same thing will go for Blade Honing. We'll increase it on our next level, so it's maxed. So then it'll be 7 out of 5, and then we'll also do Mysterious Toxins, which will make it a 5 out of 5. And then with that one extra one, we can increase one of these 3 at the top. So we'll see what we can increase when we get there. But for now, let's head back to the Olaf the Hunter. Olaf the Hunter. Where is he? Oh, he's farther in. Let's go see what he's doing over here. I am going to save here just in case something happens. So this is a pretty fancy looking area. So as you guys can see here, there's a Bulgan looking shield and swords and 2 pillars here. Let's see what he has to say. I cannot talk to him. Okay, so that means we just have to do the quest. Alright. So we place light the offering, and voila! Just a regular Bulgan thug. So we did all that for this. And quest complete. We can't even talk to him. If we look at the quest, which is now completed, pretty funny. I've defeated the legendary Bulgan champion known as Chernobog. I've claimed the ultimate prize, Chernobog's bloody eye. So if we go over there and loot the body, we get Helm of Bulgan's Bane. This is the helmet of the set that we have been finding so far. As you guys can see, it's actually not good for me, so junk. And then Chernobog's eye, which I don't know if it's actually, worth anything, to be honest. Again, we can't talk to this guy, which is kind of lame, because that's just where the quest ends. I'm actually a little shocked, but yeah. And just a little bit of good EXP. We're killing the Bulgans anyways. And then, of course, we can't answer whatever this is that he came out of. Obviously, the doors... It's not even a door, to be honest. He just magically appeared. So, a little open-ended. A little disappointing. But it looks cool. I think there's a lot left out of the game that could have had... Well, look at that, another Bulgan. That could have had a lot of good potential to be, like, really good quest lines and stuff like that. But unfortunately, the game falls short. And it's too bad that the game itself isn't bigger. And who knows, it could have been a multiplayer. I think that was the mindset, that it could have been a multiplayer game in the past. But, last it's just another single RPG, which is fine. I love the game. I enjoy it. 10 out of 10. I know other people think Skyrim's a lot better, but personally I think this one's better. Alright, so we did all those quests here. We're going to continue with the main story now, which is in this direction. We also get this lore stone over here. But yeah, fun stuff. A little disappointing because I am strong, and so it makes this too easy. It makes it look a little boring. But if you're a little bit weaker, or for example, if we stayed warrior, I wouldn't be able to do this as great as I have.
The hunter runs in the tosses of the Fey Hunter.
Because as a warrior, I'd be a little bit weaker offensively, because I'm not going to be doing criticals, but I would be better defensively, which would have added more handicaps at that point. Yeah, look at the scenery. It's a nice scenery. Like, even from a distance, you see there's another camp of people over there. You can see in the distance, like, the water's nice looking. I love this game because it's beautiful. I think the atmosphere is just absolutely amazing. And you have to remember, this is a game from, back in the teens, 2010. I don't remember when the game came out, to be honest, but it's at least 12 years old, if not more now.
The Tuatha are on the run. Good work. Plus, it's much more pleasant here without Gadflow bellowing at me from all corners. But enough pleasantry. Are you prepared for your reunion with Ventrinio?
What are you talking about? I've got no. He'll answer for my death.
Just make sure he lives long enough to get us into Alabastra. Once that's done, it's none of my business.
All right.
I believe our new friend has a disturbing path of living shadow to offer you. By all means, be my guest.
So we don't have to talk to Sadie. We could just head straight over here. This is called the Shadow Walk. It'll allow us to walk basically across the from here, or right here, that is, this edge of the cliff, all the way to the island over here. So if we look back in this direction, we can see in the distance the silhouette of the island, or the coast. But now we are on this island, so...
I hope you're ready for this. Of course. This is bound to be informative. I'm just disappointed I never had a chance to see the original Well of Souls. I believe this island smells like death. Stay behind me. Whatever that gnome's been up to, it looks like he's made a few enemies in the process.
So there's quite a bit of lavs here. Again, just use our scatter shot. Shouldn't have any problems. Wait up for me.
Just as Hughes thought, Ventrinio used the same wards from their old lab. This'll be quick. Follow me and be careful. The lads are coming from somewhere in here.
Alright.
The energy from the Well of Souls is overwhelming. Damn it! What's wrong? And why are there so many lads?
So, the interesting thing about this place is...
Sounds like our rat is caught in a trap. I'm sure he'd be happy to help whoever saves him.
we should loot everything we get on the from the bodies, because we're not coming back in here. The tower is set to collapse, and whatever loot you leave in here, you're never going to get back. So, if you do get loot, you should collect it. Oh god. So these things are quite creepy. Look at this thing. Oh. Scary shit, man. Look at this. Ugh, gross. Creepy stuff.
Careful, or we'll get trapped up there too. Here's where we part ways. I'll stop the lads at the stairwell. You get upstairs and retrieve Ventrinio. I'll hold this staircase. Move!
Alright. I didn't have to open this, but I just felt like it. Oh! Didn't do any damage. Falling debris did not do damage to me.
A new source of power? What sort of nonsense is this? If anything had come in here, my detection spells would have... Wait. Who's down there? Show yourself.
So Ventrinio's talking, and he says some weird stuff. I honestly don't really understand what he's talking about. Because he knows we're here, but then he says, you know, that... He's asking who is there. It's like, hello, you already knew that we were coming in.
Damn it all! I don't care who you are. Get up here! Must be the key to stabilizing the well. What I get for using all those soldiers. I never should have let them keep their swords.
Oh. That was a very hard, and I unlocked it perfectly. Damage at night, but it's a necklace, so I don't need it. Even if the HP regen. Junk. Ugh. Ugh. As strong as I am, I'm not invincible. Especially to Ancient Lianshi. Throw poisons at us. Even though the Fey Courts are, you know, attacking them, they still want to go after me. Goodbye. Get on my sight. Alright, so a little bit of damage, but again, we're just going to regenerate it all, so it doesn't matter. You guys ever see Stray? The cat game Stray?
When you get up here, try not to look directly into the well. It can be a little upsetting.
I honestly would not be surprised if the creators of Stray were inspired from this. I mean, this is gross. I never even noticed. There's stitches on those things. That is incredibly disgusting. Look at this. It's everywhere. We're stepping on it. Ugh. Creepy crap, man. Look at this stuff. Or it's like Halo 3 Flood. Oh my goodness, right? Like, it's so gross.
Before the whole well starts to collapse.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. So like I said, let's just get all the loot here, because might as well. You can't come back in, so once you miss it, it's gone. And I don't know what's making that, you know, growling noise, but yeah. Oh, so gross. Look at it, it's moving. It's so disgusting.
You took your time, didn't you? God damn it. Ever since the Baelor was defeated, the chaos magic sent the well off its alignment. You show up, and now the Laz are... Wait. What? It's you. You're alive. But I saw you die.
Who are you?
I'm Ventrinio, of course. Don't you remember me? You were my assistant here at the Well of Souls. You were going to help me change the world. But of course, that was before you died.
What do you know about my death?
It was terrible. You were the best assistant I ever had. Who else could have helped me get into Alabastra? Who else had that ambition? We got more than enough Prismere, but you wanted to track down the power source, even if it meant sneaking right onto Gadflow's nose. I spent days trying to recover your body, but I never expected to find you alive, or for you to return. Speaking of which, how did you return anyway?
I died in Alabastra?
Of course you did. You went there to steal Prismere to power the well. You wanted to go after the source of the Prismere itself. You went off, geared for war, sneaking into Baal itself. You damned fool! I had a better chance of bringing you back from the dead than I had of changing your mind. But I wasn't able to do either.
Hughes brought me back to life.
What? That's impossible. You were attuned at this well. You've never even set foot in his lab. Ha! Hughes is a joke. He doesn't have the stomach for this work. Don't try waking the dead if you're not ready to make a few corpses, I say. But the well is coming down around us. Quick! I've got to slow the energy and shut this thing down. And don't... Oh, damn it all. Here they come. Hold them off. The Laz are here. Hold them off while I try to stop
guessing
the flow of energy to the well.
Disgusting stuff all around us is what's making the noise. Which is pretty creepy to think about it, that it's alive.
Ignore the rumbling. Focus on the Laz.
I did. What are you talking about? Oh, hello. This guy's not popping up on the mini-map. Holy shit. Piercing damage hurts. So Ventrinio can't die, so it doesn't matter what happens to him. Just you yourself have to survive and fight off everything. And as you guys can see, they are dropping loot, so we do have to, we do want to try and kill in this like area. So what we could do is like this. Oh! definitely want to kill the Banshees first, since they are the most deadly. And again, my scatter shot can help me do that. Since look at all the bodies. Oh my god, there's so many enemies here.
There.
Okay, so now we did that. We want to pick up all the loot possible. So you have a limited time to do that. So just kind of like go over the bodies and start picking things up before it all disappears. Which we did, so that's actually good. I remember there's some set items sometimes out of the bodies, and it's like, oh no, you gotta pick them up.
Talk with this old fool before I lose my temper.
So again, even though the tower collapsed, as you guys can see, the building is still intact. There's some flames though, but the building itself is intact, and so it's like, could have made a better design effort since we did load out.
All my work gone. Damn it all. But at least we're still alive. Once again, I triumph over death itself.
Can you help us get into Alabastra?
Going back into Alabastra. Well, I still have a way in, but it's more dangerous now than the last time we went. I'll need more Prismere if I'm to rebuild the well. And I suppose I owe you something for saving my life. Perhaps this talisman can help you. It's a little something I salvaged from the debris. It might just help against whatever killed you the first time.
How did you get into Alabastra?
We got in with a little help, of course. See, it's all because of Callus Dren, the defender of pride. In his house, no one can stand before him. None can even approach, unless you have my little secret.
And what's your secret?
Patience, patience. You'll have it soon enough. I'm going to have to dig it out of the rubble of the tower. Go to the field of Huber, and I'll meet you there. And if you value your life, do not approach Dren.
Okay, okay.
Get going, and remember, don't go near Dren until I get there.
I'm sure we can trust Ventrinio, but I'll keep an eye on him.
What can I do to help?
I'll stay here and keep an eye on Ventrinio. We'll meet you at the field of Huber, to the south.
Okay.
You got into Alabastra once.
We also have a couple Fae here that aren't going to, they're just here. They're just NPCs.
You took quite a tumble from the tower.
I just realized she's bald. I've never actually seen her before. This one looks like some of the Fae that we see in other quests too.
The beacon of corruption is finally wiped from this island. Well done.
Anyways, alright. So we are done here. So we do have to walk back this way and use the Shadow Walk to get back to the main island. In case you guys were wondering, these are the Soul of Lens that he gave us. It's sorcery, it's useless to me, so junk. Just another shield. Alright, so Sidon's here. Goodbye, Sidon. He doesn't do anything for us. So yeah, that's practically it. So yeah, we just did this whole area here. We did some quests along the Caeled Coast. We could keep going to the next section, but like I said, I'm going to try and keep these to an hour-ish, and maybe that'll help me put out more videos, because before I was doing like hour 40 minutes to 2 hours, but it does take a lot of time. So yeah, I think I will stick to hours. So that's it for now. When we come back, I will fast travel to Odie's camp, sell whatever junk I do have that I got from the tower, head south along the main path, and then we'll head down to the Caeled Coast into the next area. And from there, we'll continue the main story. I believe there will be another quest down there that we can do as well. Like I said earlier, I thought it was Castle Gastyr, but it's actually Castle Ancilla, which is down here. And we actually could possess that castle ourselves if we want to put in the effort. I will think about it. I know I did some quests here. I said I wouldn't, but it was fun. It was actually entertaining. I know, like, Chernobog's eye, like, that was a little disappointing. I forgot that's how it ended, and we don't even get to talk to Olaf the Hunter. I don't know if we can still, so I don't think we can, so I'm not going to bother. Either way, the quest is complete. We did level up once. We are now level 28. In fact, we have a little bit more EXP than 28. We're almost halfway to 29. One more level, and we will increase the top tier of the skill tree. And you guys can see what those skills are about. After that, honestly, we may start increasing our might stuff again. Because I do like warrior stuff. Warrior is my favorite class in the game. It's just finesse to me is really, really fun to use, you know. And it adds a little bit more risk because you're not as defensive and resistant to the enemies. You know, I'm still taking damage. I still have the chance to die in this very hard mode run, but finesse does give me the crits and the damage output to kill things really fast. That's why I chose to do it. So yeah, that's it for now. But yeah, next time, like I said, we're going to go into the Caeled Coast, continue on with the main quest over here, and maybe do Castle in Scylla if I want to possess it. If not, then we'll just continue the main story and we'll head into Alabastra. So for sure, that's what we're doing the next time. Yeah, for now, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit the like button if you did. Comment down below what you guys thought. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As well as check out my other content. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I know I haven't been posting as much Amalur. I hope to do more as well. But like I said, hockey NHL playoffs are right around the corner. Just 2 more games left for the LA Kings. So as of like the next week, playoffs will start, and I am planning to do some hockey content. Every game I will be doing a review of the game itself and explain my views, my opinions on it, and how the Kings are doing. So, and of course any other things that pop up. So we'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.